It's the Weather Xtreme video. This is for Tuesday evening, the 3rd of November. I'm James Spann. We stay mild and muggy for the rest of the week. A big rain event as the weekend begins. A lot of questions about that, so let's dive in and take a look at things. There's the water vapor satellite view. Big, cold upper trough in the western U.S., producing scenes like this. The northern Rockies getting slammed with heavy snow. That was from West Yellowstone. They've got about a foot of snow on the ground. And, of course, around here, we are nice and mild and cloudy-ish. This was the visible satellite view. From Birmingham south and east, the sky is partly sunny. But from Birmingham north and west, it's mostly cloudy. So the cloud cover is very variable across the state today. And really, for the next few days, we'll have a mix of sun and clouds. Radar not showing much. That was the radar at 243. Hardly anything out there. And any shower should be very isolated the next few days. There'll be a chance of them being there, but again, they'll be few and far between. Speaking of rain, thought we'd look at rain totals from this last event we had. From Saturday evening on through yesterday, some big numbers down in southeast Alabama. Some locations receiving over 6 inches in the southeastern corner of the state. And up this way, amounts between 1 and 4 inches were common. So quite a soaking there. Temperatures this afternoon. 70s, Birmingham at 70. Look at Montgomery. They've hit 80. 74 for Tuscaloosa and Anniston. Will stay in the 70s for the next several days. There's the watch warning map. Winter storm warnings in effect for some of the western mountains. But the east is pretty quiet. Obviously, no severe weather expected today, but tomorrow as the western trough lifts out, there is a marginal severe weather risk for parts of West Texas and West Oklahoma. And on day 3, Thursday, the standard slight risk of severe weather for Dallas-Fort Worth, Texarkana, Waco, Abilene, down toward the Texas Hill Country, a marginal risk all the way to Chicago and Indianapolis. But on day 4, there is no risk defined for Friday as the main dynamic support weakens and lifts far north of here. This is the rain for the next 5 days. This is valid through Sunday evening through the weekend. Rain amounts between 1 and 1.5 inches for much of North Alabama. Let's check the dailies. We'll see if we can figure all this out. Here we go. This is the GFS, the 12Z run, valid tomorrow at 1 o'clock. Strong trough in the west, big ridge in the east, high amplitude pattern. The west is cold and unsettled with mountain snow. The east is unseasonably mild. And like today, we'll start the day with morning clouds, the sun breaking out in the afternoon, and a chance we see upper 70s tomorrow. Thursday, almost identical. Highs in the upper 70s. Some spots may be touching 80. And understand there could be a few spotty showers about, but they'll be widely spaced tomorrow and Thursday. Now, Friday, as the weekend begins, the trough kind of comes out in 2 parts. The big part lifting north a little bit hangs back in the southwest, and down below that there's a deep surface low really close to Hudson Bay, way up in Canada, with a trailing front. And this is clearly suggesting we'll probably start to see an increase in the number of showers Friday, but with the dynamic support so far north, I don't know if I'd call Friday a rainy day, but clearly a chance of showers and maybe a thunderstorm. Now, Saturday, the GFS does its best to push the dry air in here and push the rain out. This is Saturday at noon. It's got the front roughly along Interstate 59, and if this is right, Saturday night would be dry. But we don't trust this model, the GFS. And then Sunday looks nice, dry, and cool. But let's look at the European with a better track record this season. This is valid Saturday evening at 6 o'clock, and if this is correct, then rain is still likely for most of Alabama. Therefore, we're still going to mention a chance of rain, maybe some thunder for the Alabama-LSU game in Tuscaloosa Saturday night. That kicks off at 7. Auburn is out in College Station, Texas, to take on Texas A&M. Kicks off at 6:30. Same thing, there could be some showers there. Looks like maybe the bulk of the heavier rain will be out of College Station by then. And then Sunday at noon, the moisture's still hanging in there, and this is suggesting there still could be some lingering showers on Sunday, and we're going to roll with this solution, at least mention a chance of showers Sunday morning. Based on the better performance record of the European model, highs for the weekend would be probably low 70s on Saturday, maybe upper 60s on Sunday. And then Monday, we should be in dry air. A nice day. We start the day in the 40s, the high around 70. And this is a week from today, Tuesday, the 10th of November. Here comes the next trough in the western states. And down below that, a surface low is over South Dakota, moisture increasing west of the state. And then later in the week, this is Thursday, November 12th. Here comes a cold front with a band of showers and storms. This is not the type of severe weather look we saw yesterday with the surface low down toward Arkansas or Missouri. With it being so far north, this is not a really severe weather setup. But clearly some chance of rain and storms by late Wednesday or Thursday of next week. And this is the end of the forecast, Friday the 13th of November. A colder pattern for the United States, a vortex setting up north of the Great Lakes, and we are in cool continental air. Temperatures off the ensembles were very mild this week, highs approaching 80 Thursday and Friday, but you can see next week cooler, highs mostly in the 60s and maybe highs dropping in the 50s later this month and lows mostly in the 40s, and those numbers about where we should be for this time of the year. That's it for the Weather Xtreme video today. We'll have notes in the blog. Next video here by 7 o'clock tomorrow morning. If you can't catch us this evening on the live stream or the television side, ABC 3340 News at 4, 5, 6, and 10 o'clock. Thanks for watching. Have a great evening and God bless.